Oh, well, happy Thursday, everyone. Welcome to the Mamaprenuer Podcast. My name is Robbin, and I am your hostess with the mostest. Welcome to episode 36. Oh my God. Again, every episode you'll probably see me do this, that I just, again, can't believe we have gotten through this many episodes. This is the last episode of the year. So thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. Tonight's show is going to be a tad bit different from the norm. Tonight's episode is all about our dudes, our fellas, our men's with a Z at the end. uh, so I get to spotlight a dude-preneur who is on, and I'll get to him shortly about all of the great things that he is doing. And can't wait for you guys to hear his story and everything he has going on. Before I go any further, first off, if you're a first-time watcher, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you have watched all 35 episodes and now watching 36, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wanted to kind of wrap 2022 up with a bang, with the dude-preneur. And before we get into him and everything, first things first, I put you guys to work every episode. So the first thing you're going to do, you're going to share the live broadcast or the replay if you're watching the replay. So I want you to share it, and you're going to type hashtag Mamaprenuer in the comments. That's YouTube, that's Facebook. I do a drawing every show. So we do have some giveaways. So make sure that you're sharing tonight's broadcast in order to be added into that drawing. And I will do the drawing after tonight's show. So that is the first thing. I got to put you guys to work. Also, if you are an entrepreneur in the audience, I would like for you to type in your business, whether it's your Facebook link, Instagram, TikTok, website, whatever, because this show and this community is all about networking with other people. You never know. Your business may be a blessing to someone. So make sure that you are networking in the comments. That's business name, website, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. If folks are still using Twitter today, child, I don't know. So make sure that you are putting your info in there. Also, this is an interactive podcast. I know that you would just love to listen to me and Azan just talk the whole show, but we want you guys to vibe with us as well. So if you're feeling something that I'm saying, if you're feeling something Azan is saying, if you want to tell him, you go boy, 22 times, you can put that 22 times in the comments. Vibe with us. Interact with us. It's all right, okay? So wanted to kind of put that out there. Tonight's episode is being sponsored by Holistic Fluency Consulting, which is owned by one of my Mamapreneur Tribe members, Anika S. Jones. She'll actually be on next month to talk more about Holistic Fluency Consulting and what she does and the amazing things that she's doing as a previous educator to now be able to consult as well in that arena. So her website is holisticfluency.com. All right. Check her out. Anika S. Jones. Also, in the comments, let me know where everyone is tuning in from. One thing I love about this podcast, this is not a Dallas show. That's one thing I can honestly say. And I love that we have people that tune in from all over the country. And so tune in. Let me know where you're tuning in from in the comments as well. I would love to hear. Somebody reached out to me from Montana. I said, baby, how did the Mamaprenuer Podcast get way up to Montana? But it did, okay? I love it that we're reaching people from all over, and I'm ready to reach even higher in 2023. That's just a whole nother spiel there. All right. So I have a question to the audiences. Most of my audience members are entrepreneurs. So I have a question to you guys, and that's something else you can kind of put in the comments for me. What did you learn about yourself as an entrepreneur in 2022? Put that in the comments for me, your answer. What did you learn about yourself as an entrepreneur in 2022? Entrepreneurship is so up and down. It takes you through so many cycles. And so I'm pretty sure you learned at least one thing. You learned something about yourself as a business owner and as a person through that process, okay? All righty. Before I get to Mr. Man, I got a few announcements, updates. So first things first, I talked about someone who sponsored tonight's show. What that's called? It's called affiliate marketing. What does that entail? You can actually have me promote your business for you, and you don't even have to be a physical body here on the show. So Anika, that's what she did. She provided me her marketing materials, and I was able to promote her on last show 2 weeks ago and tonight's show. So if you have an interest in affiliate marketing, please reach out to me directly or Power Team, and Kesha will get the message back to me if you would like to get more promotion and exposure for your business, okay? So that is one service that I offer. The other service is actually coming on like a Zon and be an actual guest on the show. I am currently booking for 2023 as we speak. I've been talking to people from all over the country to come on to the show. I have loved introducing this platform to other people that, are, again, new. I talked to somebody from New Jersey today. I talked to someone from Cape Town, South Africa last week. So getting this brand out there to people from all over the country, the globe, you name it. So if you have an interest, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with love, those who know me personally, y'all know I'm just going to shoot it straight from the hip, okay? If you know you're not serious on being a guest on this show, if you know you're not serious on promoting yourself, don't send me a calendar request to come on to talk to me. This is for serious inquiries only. That's a whole nother show if I sit here and tell you why I said that. You know what I'm saying. So if you are serious about coming onto this show, you're serious about your brand, you're serious about growing your brand and getting new pairs of eyes on you and your business, this opportunity is for you. If you're not serious, don't reach out, okay? Amen. Amen again. All right. I'm going to leave that alone. Okay. Next. I am going to do a show for influencers only, calling all influencers. Because influencers, I swear in the past 5 years, that has been so popular. Some influencers get paid more than I do with my full-time job. I need to know the tricks of the trade, amen? So if you are an influencer, doesn't matter where you are in the country, same goes as being a guest on the Mamaprenuer Podcast. It does not matter where you are in the country. Azan's here in town, but I've had one episode where all 3 guests were from different parts of the country, and it was great, and we had a great show. So influencers, far and wide, if you want to grow your brand, please reach out to myself or to Kesha or to Power Team's direct message, and I'd be happy to talk to you and discuss the opportunity with you coming on to the platform. Man, there's so many people out there getting brand ambassador contracts and all the things. So yeah, I want to know. I just want to know, okay? All righty. Next, if you've been watching this show, you know that I love affirmations. I am a firm believer of if you speak positive things into your life, positive things will happen. So if you're into that kind of thing, feel free to write down what the affirmations I came up with today. I'm going to make them short and sweet. But if you would like to start doing that on your own It doesn't have to be elaborate. It can be I am, and child 3-4 other words. It doesn't matter. As long as you believe in and you keep repeating and saying those positive things to yourself on a daily basis. All right. I believe it. If you speak it, it will happen. So, all right. Affirmation time. All right. First one is, my business will be blessed at all times. See? Short and sweet. My business will be blessed at all times. All right. Next, I am strong, powerful, and empowered. I am strong, powerful, and empowered. I am learning to love myself like God loves me. I am learning to love myself like God loves me. Okay. I am committed to being consistent in my business. I am committed to being consistent in my business. I trust God's timing for my life. I trust God's timing for my life. All right, a few more to go. I am courageous and confident that I have what it takes for my business to succeed. Let me say that again because that was long. I am courageous and confident that I have what it takes for my business to succeed. I will focus on the solutions and not the problem. I will focus on the solutions and not the problem. And lastly, I will let go of fear of the future, fear of the unknown, and I will embrace the journey. I will let go of fear of the future, fear of the unknown, and I will embrace the journey. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed those fabulous affirmations. More fabulous affirmations to come in 2023. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Few discussion topics before I bring us on. I always like to do a discussion topic of two in regards to entrepreneurship in some shape, form, or capacity. Tonight's no different. So, first things first. We are, less than a couple weeks away from 2023. Have you started a planning session for your business for 2023? Have you started planning for Q1 just yet? It's not too late. I like to do planning sessions like away from home, away from the office setting, and go to a different space and plan for my year. This year's no different. I'm going to go do the same because I need to do it for later than Q1, but still, it's always good to plan out your business for the year, for the month, because there's so much you have to do. You will get overwhelmed if you sat there and looked at 12 items instead of breaking it down weekly, monthly, and throughout the year. So just a suggestion that you should go out there and do some type of planning session, whether you do it at a coffee shop. I can't say the park. Before I go any further, if you are in the DFW area, this disrespectful weather is a disrespectful mess. My watch earlier said 16 degrees. That is a shame. I don't see how people that live up north, East Coast, I don't see how y'all do it. I know somebody in Alaska right now. She was like 32 degrees was not cold to her. Ma'am, no, I don't, I just can't. This is some disrespectful weather. So yeah, don't go out to the park right now. If you're in Dallas right now, just, yeah, disrespectful weather. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's craziness. But, wherever you can, a co-working space, wherever that you can go and plan your 2023. You plan your work your plan. That's, how I look at it. Okay. Also, I think 2023 is a great time to collaborate with other entrepreneurs. Doesn't matter where you are in the country now, you can collaborate and do webinars and events from your computer. And you guys can be in your respective areas or events in town. Find other entrepreneurs in town to collaborate with. If someone, if you're having an event, you need a speaker, find someone to be that speaker. It's always good to collaborate. What I like about this show and this platform, I always tell people there's room to grow. There's room for everybody to eat. There's, you don't have to hold it all in to yourself, spread the love, spread the wealth. And that's also with collaboration. Our guest, I'm actually collaborating with his mom with something for 2023, and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you all as well. So again, we do two different things, but we're coming together for one common goal. And so get out there and collaborate and meet other people and network. It's okay. Again, if you don't talk about your business, don't nobody know about it. Just saying. And in that process, if you're going to collaborate with someone, please make sure you're honoring your commitment to that person. So if you say that you're going to have a book signing at this person's place, make sure that you're going to show up for the book signing. Or if someone is coming to cook at your event, make sure you're actually having the event. Again, honor your commitments. You got to be a person of your word. I think that is the biggest pet peeve I have. That's if you know me personally and professionally. People that can't keep their word, it because word travels. Hey, don't work with Azan, man. He can't keep his word. He canceled last minute. People talk. I'm just saying that. Azan, you really keep your word. You hear? I'm just messing with you, Azan. Anyway, he's laughing at me. Azan is his first time meeting me today. He'll learn. Poor thing. Robbin don't have all her marbles sometimes. It's okay, but for real, making sure that you honor your commitments if you're collaborating with people, and that's in general. Sign a contract, whatever. Make sure you honor your commitment to whoever you're collaborating with as a whole. All right. That's all I have. So now we're gonna turn the camera over to Mr. Azan Booker, Mr. Young. I'm gonna call him Young Buck tonight. Mr. Young Buck. He has so much going on. I gave him the biggest compliment before we went live. That it is amazing to see what he is doing with his life, to be 21 years old and to be out here doing big things. It's people in their 40s ain't that driven. So it's good to see that he's doing something with his life. And actually, it's something that he loves doing. And so very proud of you, Azan. And so I want you to tell everybody about you and all the greatness you have going on. Ladies and gentlemen, Azan Booker.
Hello, everybody. I got the zoom in effect. I wasn't expecting that. But how's everybody going? Yeah, my name's I make comic books. I'm making my first comic book now, and I do a little bit of graphic design, and I make music as well. So that's kind of my whole thing. I love to create. I love to tell stories, and I love to make things for people to enjoy. So whichever way I decide to do that, or whichever medium, I'm going to put my all into it. And I'm going to try my best and hopefully create some things that people can enjoy, not just one time, but over and over again, and things that people want to share with other people. And yeah, So that's kind of my whole deal.
I love it. So talk about you talk about your business ventures. Talk about like how you got started. I love hearing people's journey, like how they got started, what made them go to entrepreneurship, why, your why.
Okay.
I love that stuff. So talk about that. Both ventures. You can talk about either one.
Okay. So I mean, graphic design is kind of the beginning of the story anyway. Um, I originally, out of high school, I went to college for architecture, and I did that for a year. Or I did that for a semester actually, and I was like, no, because not to knock architects or anything like that, but it just wasn't the kind of creative outlet that I wanted. I like the idea of being able to design buildings, but and maybe it was the environment, but I got the sense that it was like, yeah, you can design and make whatever you want as long as you fit it in this box.
Yeah.
So it was one of those things where I was like, I don't know if I want to do that. So I moved over to graphic design, and I had a lot more fun doing that. The classes were more enjoyable, and I was actually able to get a job at my school in the graphic design office. So I would help design posters and things like that they would put around the school. And yeah, it was really cool. It was I got a lot of really awesome experience, working in a graphic design office because I'd never done that before. Um, and so obviously there were learning curves and adjustments that I had to take uh, as far as dealing with clients. There was a lot of frustrations
Of
that I
course.
had, just as anything. When you try something new, it's like, man, you asked me to design this thing and I did it, and you want me to change it 15 times. I don't understand, but that is what happens when you make things for other people, especially when it's something that they love or they care about. If I'm designing a logo for somebody who started their own business, that as much as my comic book is mine. So obviously they're going to want it to look a certain way, and they're going to be nitpicky about that. And
Hmm.
I have to be respectful of that, and they have to be respectful of the work that I'm doing for them. So it's a give and take. So all of that kind of stuff was really awesome to learn. And that was kind of the first step of, this is something that I want to do, because the idea for the comic book is an idea that I've had since I was actually 15 in
Wow.
uh, in high school. Um, and it never left me. It was something that was a project for school. We were doing a reflections project, and we were supposed to write this essay. And my whole life, I'm like, oh, here we go. I gotta write another essay for this thing. And I asked my teacher. I had a with my teacher, because I tried to stay in constant communication with my teachers, because there were certain things in school that were difficult for me. So I went and talked to her, and I said, hey, I want to do something a little bit different. I want to do the reflections project, but I wanted to make it my own in some kind of way. And I asked her if I could do a screenplay. And she said, yeah, absolutely. You can do whatever medium you want.
Wow.
I said, cool. And then I went home and I was like, I don't know how to write a screenplay. So I looked it up, and my mom helped me, and we did a little bit of research, and we got a template, and then I wrote what technically is the first iteration of the script that is my comic book currently. Um, and I turned it in, and we presented, and my classmates loved it, my teachers loved it, and they said, I finished reading it, and they're like, no, that can't be the end. And I was like, well, it's just a project, whatever. It's a really cool thing that I'm super proud of, but and my teacher, she pulled me aside after class, and she was like, no, you need to finish this, and you need to continue to do it. And it never left me since then. So it's something that I always continued to build on top of. And I took that original idea and I twisted it, and I'm like, what if it was this? And then what if we had this? And what if we had this? And now here we are. A kid with a little bit of graphic design spirit experience is like, okay, well, again, just like I didn't know how to make a screenplay, I don't know how to make comic books. It was a back and forth for a while. I want to continue this story. Do I go full fledged and try to make it a movie, or do I, you know, my mom was talking about writing a book because she wanted to write a book, and she said you should make it a book, and I was like, well, I want it to be visual, and so that's how I landed on comic book. And I love comic books myself. I love all of the Marvel stuff. Um, I get
You have
so
a favorite one? Like, what did you
oh
have growing up? What's your
Spider-Man all the way. No
okay?
doubt, Spider-Man. And then whenever they came out with the Black Spider-Man, Miles Morales, my favorite. It's
Wow.
absolutely. I've got a poster. So yeah. And he's inspiration for the main character of my book as well. So I kind of decided to go that route, and now I have this blank slate of, okay, I'm going to do a comic book. I don't know how to make comic books, and I have inspiration. I have ideas. What do I do now? So it was, I mean, I was 15 when I came up with the idea, and I didn't start putting things on paper as far besides the script. I rewrote the script and changed things around, and I was doing that stuff. But as far as starting to draw official things, I didn't start doing that until maybe 18, right after I graduated. And so once that happened, I started putting things on paper. The flow started even more, and I started creating more things and continuing. And I got to a point where I had a script that I was happy with for the first book, and I started making it. I started, drawing some things, and doing research, continuing research on comic books, and I figured out what a panelist was. And because the way my mind works, uh, I write movies. I write as if it's a movie and a screenplay, and as if you're watching something happening. Whereas comics, it needs to be broken up into pages, and then those pages need to be broken up into panels. And so I needed a bit of help with that. So I found a panelist. He goes by Christopher Robbin on Facebook. He's actually from Greece. He's
Oh
super
wow.
awesome dude. He's so helpful, super sweet guy. And he helped me. We went through the whole script, and we came together and figured out something that we liked. And at first, I started drawing it myself. I knew how to draw. I took art classes, and I started to draw it myself, and I did a little bit every day. And I mean, mom will tell you, I'd be up till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning just drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing. So
Perfectionist
it's
over there.
oh yeah, and it's sometimes to a fault, which I'll admit.
Let
um,
everybody know the name of the comic book.
so the comic book is called Bound. It's, I guess, a gist about what it's about. It takes place in Dallas, Texas, and it's about an African American superhero. He's got super speed. He's not quite as fast as the Flash. It's not just a Flash ripoff. He's got super speed, and and he's got an ability to he can run so fast that he can actually step on air molecules. He can step on the oxygen molecules in the air, and when he does that, he kind of leaps through the air like this, and that's where he gets his name Bound, because people look up and they see him bounding over the city. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Come on now. So creative. Oh man,
Absolutely.
so creative.
That's awesome stuff.
So you have the comic book.
Mm-hmm.
What else? He got 9,222,000 things going on. I love it. What else do you have going on?
So also my graphic design experience, I do freelance stuff. The logo that you guys saw a few episodes back for Creative Designs, I did that for my mom. I did her book cover as well. I've designed business cards and logos for barbershop and owned by my dad, and a couple other small things. Like I did some stuff for some friends. They have a blog that I did a little banner for. my mom's podcast. I did the little template for that as well. So
Did
uh,
you? Okay.
yes, yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, I do freelance graphic design stuff. So and I'm on Instagram, and anybody that needs anything done, um, I'll get it done for you, and we'll have a conversation. Usually, how that looks is we'll have a conversation about what your business is and what you want and what you want it to look like, and I'll send you some sketches. And once you pick a design that you like, and I'll get it done, and I'll send you all the files you need. So I do
Awesome.
that as
Look at
well.
you. Okay. And hold on. I'm gonna message you the whole night.
It's okay.
And then
I make music as well. I rap. So yeah.
come on now.
Um, so yeah, I rap. I make music. I've got a little EP coming out soon. I don't want to spoil that too much, but yeah, got a little package of music coming out soon. And recently, I was able to perform on stage with the rapper Joyner Lucas
Yeah.
in downtown Dallas. That was a crazy, surreal experience. But I'm super honored, thankful to him, for letting me come on his stage. My girlfriend was the one that told me about it. So grateful to her. If
Wow.
she hadn't let me know, then I wouldn't have been there at all. So
Okay.
yeah.
I remember when he first came out, I went to a Chris Brown concert where he opened up for Chris Brown. And
Oh,
like,
really?
okay. I'm like, who is this man? And then he
Yeah.
did the video, kind of the Fresh Prince kind of
Yeah.
thing. And I was like, okay, okay.
Hmm.
But yeah, your mom told me about the Jonah Lucas thing. I was like, okay, go Avant, get these connections.
Thank you. Thank
Come
you.
on now.
It's like you were saying earlier, networking is a super, super important. And I'm still learning myself on how to best do that. But when you know people and when you're able to connect with people and be in the right spot at the right time, talk to the right person, it really just rocket launches you forward. So
Got it. Got it. How can we support your comic book? That is a question from an anonymous person that we don't know.
yeah, no clue who that is.
Yeah.
Um, so right now, because the comic is still being worked on, we're about roughly halfway finished. We've got a fundraiser going, and so we're going to do 2 fundraisers total. The one that's going right now is for you guys to go and donate and help. If you guys want to help get the comic book made, you guys are able to go onto the GoFundMe and click the donation button. Anything that you guys are able to give is helpful. And then I've been saying online that once we hit $1,000 in that donation bracket, I'll show you guys a full page. I'll go ahead and post it so you guys can look at it.
Come on, pretty you.
But
Yes.
uh, but yeah, so check out the GoFundMe. I don't know. I think I gave the link to you.
Mhm. Yeah. We'll
But
make sure that's
yeah,
posted.
so that's what you guys can do. We got a goal of 3,500, and so that'll be up for a good minute. That'll be up until we do the second fundraiser. The second fundraiser is where you guys can pre-order your books. So that'll go up whenever the book is finished, and we're well on our way to having everything published. So once that second one, that'll be on Kickstarter, not GoFundMe.
Okay.
You guys will be able to pre-order, and then when you guys pre-order, you guys will get cool stuff like posters and keychains and all kinds of things like that.
Come on, merch. Nothing wrong with having a little merch along with the book.
You got to be quick too.
Okay.
There's going to be some limited edition, special, fancy looking books too. So if you guys miss out on that, they're gone.
Now, will you have a website besides Kickstarter? Once Kickstarter's done and all the things, will you have that being sold on an additional website as well, or?
So I'm gonna wait on the website until we're a couple issues in, because they break comic books up into issues. So this issue that's coming out is issue number 1. So once we hit 2 or 3, that's when we'll do the website, and that's where you guys can go purchase your books from that website.
Okay. Amazing. I'm so proud of you. Oh my God. Now, as a
Thank you.
person who does a little bit of everything, I'm gonna ask you the same question I asked my last guest because I do a lot too, so I can relate to having multiple things going at the
Yes.
same time. What do you like the most? People ask me this question. I can pass this on to you now. What do you like the most out of all 9,222 things that you do? What do you like the most out of all of
Hmm.
it?
That's a difficult question to answer. um, let's see. I think that I like the process of writing a story the most, um, which dips into several different things. But
Absolutely.
that raw feeling of creating a story is my favorite part of every process that I have. Not so much as far as graphic design, it's less storytelling and more promoting, which you're conveying a feeling rather than a complete story. But when I'm acting and I'm on stage doing a scene, whether I'm writing the story myself or whether I'm writing a rap or performing a rap, everything about my performance, everything about my rap, my writing, my storytelling is trying to talk to the audience. I
Right.
love talking to people, and so anything that I write, as far as the bound comic book or any of my music, if you listen hard enough, I'm talking directly to you. So that's my favorite part on how to convey a message in a story or in a fun way. I would say for out of all the things I do, part.
Now, I want to get back to your music real quick. So,
Sure.
describe what your music is like. Is it rap? Is it are you singing? Is it a specific type of way you like to rap or sing? What is your
Okay.
genre, if you will?
So I would say specifically lyrical rap, um, but there are songs out now and coming soon where I will be singing. Because like I said, I'm a performer. I'm a theater kid, and I grew up on a stage, so uh, singing is something that I can't really get away from. you know,
Absolutely.
no matter what I do. Um, but yeah, I would say lyrical rap.
Okay. Now, you have music that has already been recorded out now, you say?
Yes.
Where can people find you? What's your stage name? I know you got a stage name.
So stage name is Zombie. So my name is Azan Booker. Just clipped that kind of
Zombie.
section of my name, Zombie. And yeah, so I'm on SoundCloud. Majority of my music is on SoundCloud, but I do have one song that is on all platforms. That's called Young and Potential, that I did with a friend of mine from college, YFLJD, and that's a really fun one too. So um, yeah, but when I do the EP, that's going to be on all platforms as well, because I'm actually going to be distributing it through Joyner Lucas's company, Tully,
Oh my
that
God.
I've kind of subscribed to, and so once I get my EP all together, um, it'll get sent out to them, and then that'll go everywhere. So
Just amazing. Amazing. So you didn't got up there and rapped with them, and now you're connected to his label.
So it's not really a label. It's just it's more of
Well,
a distributing
right. I know what you
application
mean. Yeah.
program. Yeah, but yeah. So it's yeah. I mean, it's one of those things that I can't believe, because that's how the opportunity for me to perform on his show, on his tour, actually came to be, was through the Tully app, and it's got so many different other opportunities as well with other artists.
Mhm.
Um, they've got opportunities coming up with the Butcher that I'm going to try to get involved with, and they've got stuff going on all the time. So I just wanted to make sure that I was in good on that, so that I could continue to take advantage of those opportunities. If somebody's going to open the door for me,
Amen.
it's my to go through it. I don't want to just look at an open door and go, oh, that's nice, and walk the other
Yep.
way.
Just go right on and
Yeah. So
yes. Okay. Alignment is everything. I'll tell anybody. You just never know who you connect with, and where your next business venture can come from,
Yeah.
next opportunity. So if it's a good one, child, just go right on. Why am I swimming? But you go right on. You know what I meant. You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
But yes.
I'm looking at these comments.
Oh my God. Yeah, I've been laughing. Your daddy on here. I
Yeah,
mean, all the
yeah.
things. But yeah,
They got to do it to me, I guess.
so so we've talked about a lot tonight, everything that you
Mhm,
have going. Besides the comic book coming out, what's
mhm,
and the EP? What
mhm.
else you have cooking?
Uh, what else do I have
I know
cooking?
you don't
Well,
sleep, so what else you got cooking?
yeah, I don't sleep. I actually okay. I'll give you a little something that I haven't actually mentioned anywhere else, but I do have an idea and have started really rough drafts for a movie slash TV show. Um,
Okay.
that so it'll be about the premise. It's going to be called Ezra, and the premise is about this kid whose father is not in great shape. He figures out that they have a family ability that they've had for generations and generations, and he didn't know about it because uh, the father has separated himself from the rest of the family for various reasons.
Wow.
And so he doesn't know a lot about his family, and so he never knew about this power that they have. And the power is to be able to travel back and experience life through the eyes of your previous generation. So he
Wow.
is having a conversation with his dad, and his dad puts his hand on his shoulder, and then all of a sudden, Ezra, the main character, is sent back in time in his dad's body. So he wakes up and he looks in the mirror, and he is his.
His
And now
dad.
he has to live life through his dad's eyes, and he kind of discovers things about his dad that his dad didn't want to talk about, and figures out why he is the way he is. And it's going to be a story about the importance of family and how important it is to keep those bonds as strong as possible. So
Okay.
yeah, that's all I'll
Uh,
say about that for right
okay.
now.
So all I'm gonna say, when it comes out, we know it's gonna come out. You just bring your butt back here so you can talk about it and promote it. We already
Okay,
know it's gonna come out. Okay. That's
sure.
all I'm saying.
No problem.
We already speaking into existence that
Yeah,
somebody's gonna pick it
absolutely.
up. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yes. I love it. Okay. I'm get it for you like you my child. Get it.
It's
Okay.
exciting. It's exciting for me
It
too.
is. I mean, again, you're doing amazing things, and I just I'm so glad. And you come from the household of creativity in itself,
Both
so you
sides.
already
Both
got that
sides.
eye, and then you got your stuff times 10. And so I am just amazed at what God is going to do next year for you, beyond for you, and the doors, the other 92,000 doors that He is going to open for you, for the funds that are going to be made from this Kickstarter, from GoFundMe, and so we'll continue to post the link for the GoFundMe. Um,
Awesome. Thank you. I
so people
appreciate that.
can donate to the comic book and all the things.
Mhm.
We gotta support the arts. People support
Absolutely.
the, support the
Absolutely.
arts. Tell everyone how you can be followed. All of your social media, all the things.
Okay. So, everybody get comfortable. uh, we're okay. So on Facebook, I've got has a page on Facebook. It's just called Bound Comic. You can look it up. Everything that's on Instagram is gonna be on Facebook. So you guys just pick whichever one you're comfortable with. Bound Comic. That's just on Facebook, and then on Instagram, everything that you see from Facebook will also be on Instagram under Bound Official. So it'll be bound _official, but instead of an O for bound, it'll be a 0, just because somebody took Bound Official already, and that was super frustrating. But but yeah, you guys can find me on Instagram if you a comment keep up with. I've been posting pictures of what they call character sheets, which is a picture of a character that's going to be in the comic book. And there's another one coming out very soon. So just keep an eye on the page. For my graphic design stuff, if you guys have any logos that you need made, feel free to hit me up. I'm on Instagram at acustomdesign, a.custom.design on Instagram. And we can have a chat about what you guys need done. And then for my music, Zombie on Instagram as well. Capital Z AUNB. That's me on Instagram. So on Instagram, I believe it's Z4UN_B on Instagram. And yeah, so you can keep up with me and see what new music I've got going on. I'm gonna post some short stuff here pretty soon that I've been working on.
Okay.
But yeah,
I love it. And I just want to say again, thank you so much for coming on
no
tonight.
problem.
And, I made the call for people to come on, for my dudes, my men's-preneurs,
Yes.
fellowpreneurs, to come on. And I wanted to shine a light on you and your businesses and brand and all the things. I may be putting you to work on a logo opportunity. We'll talk. But yeah,
Conversations.
yeah, it's gonna be great. But I thank you for coming on tonight and
No
blessing
problem.
us with your presence. And
I
so,
think that because I appreciate everybody coming on and watching this. I think I want to show you guys a little bit of the book. Is that okay?
absolutely.
Can I show you guys? All
Yeah,
right.
go ahead. Be able to
Let's see.
flip it over there.
Yeah,
Or
let me
share it
see if I
somehow.
can do this. And we're just gonna flip through some stuff that I have, and just because I appreciate you guys for coming here. So this is the first page, and we've got a artist from Vietnam here, and let's see.
Are you able to show it? It doesn't show on my end.
It's not.
No, I see you. It didn't show your screen.
Let me see.
There you
Here we
go.
go. Share screen. There we go.
All right, there we
There
go.
it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Okay. So, first page, and yeah. So the artist is from Vietnam, and he's doing awesome stuff. So we're just gonna flip through and look at how it's
Oh my
coming along. So these are not colored yet, but we're getting there. Some really cool stuff. But yeah, I don't want to give away too much.
Yes.
Yep.
So talented. Come on now. Come on now. Looks good. Hey, even
Thank
with the
you.
preview, it looks good. I'm glad that you were able
Yeah.
to showcase that. So those that are watching via
Mhm.
Facebook or YouTube are able to take a look and actually see your work,
Yeah, it's real. We're doing it. So
Yes. Thank you again. So I got a
yeah, no problem.
few little bits to chat about um before we sign off. How quickly did this go by,
Cool.
Zon? This went by so
It
fast.
flew by.
I told you, the
It flew
fastest
by.
hour of your life. It go by really fast. So, a couple things before we wrap up. So, I did mention a little something earlier about I'm now booking for 2023. I know I've had some questions about um, how do you qualify as a guest to come on to the Mamaprenuer Podcast. All you have to be is an entrepreneur. Doesn't matter from where you are in the country, just an female entrepreneur. And we may have some shows kind of like tonight where we have the dudes, but of course, our female entrepreneurs, you don't necessarily have to be a mama. I call it the Mamaprenuer Podcast because I'm the Mamapreneur. So, but We cater to mamapreneurs, female boss ladies, whoever, as long as you're in the country, or in this case, baby, I can talk to folks from Canada, South Africa. So yeah, in somewhere in the globe with some good Wi-Fi, amen. Good Wi-Fi and lighting. We can see you just like I can see Azan right now. You can see me. So if you're interested in being a guest on the platform or want to do affiliate marketing, just reach out to me directly at Mamaprenuer Podcast on Facebook, Instagram. Same as with Power Team, you can reach out to Kesha as well. She'll get your information over to me if you are interested, okay, in being a guest. Again, spots are filling up quickly. What a blessing to have. So spots are booking up quickly for 2023 so far. So if you're wanting to come on, this is the time to reach out and talk to me and let me know that you want to come on. Also, I have a Facebook group that stemmed from this show called the Mamaprenuer Tribe. Now, in order to be a part of the Mamaprenuer Tribe, again, female entrepreneur, you wanting to come on and network with female business owners from all over the country. And it's a great way to, again, to network and connect with other ladies from all over the country. Mamaprenuer Tribe group on Facebook. Okay. So just send me a request and I'll be able to approve you from there. Also, make sure you're following all of my platforms. Again, at Mamaprenuer Podcast on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube coming soon. YouTube coming soon. I was like, oh my God, I got to get on the ball. That's my planning session for next week. YouTube. Also, make sure you're following the Power Team platform. That's Power Team on Facebook, Instagram. We're on all major podcast platforms. Well, we're on YouTube as well. Oh God, Twitter. She got us on everything. Twitter, Google Podcast, Amazon Music, Apple. I spoke Apple into existence, and then Apple, she went and did it. I was like, okay, then what else do we need to speak into existence? The joke is that we'll be in space. That is the joke, just because we're everywhere. So you can tune into the podcast itself on all those platforms. So make sure you're following us on Facebook and YouTube, IG, all the things. Of course, on the Power Team, we have other shows. Actually, have a new show coming out in January. Kesha can post all that information, all her information on when she starts. I can't think of the date right now. Also, Kesha, who is our CEO and founder of Power Team. I didn't give her flowers earlier, but I am right now. She is the reason why we are here tonight. I give her flowers every episode because, again, there's no Mamaprenuer Podcast without her. And so she has her show with Dr. Real, first and third Wednesdays from 8 to 8:30. And then we have Steph, the educator, who is my girl, my homie. She is opposite Thursdays of me, first and third, from 8 to 8:30, and talking all things education. And then we have Buying and Selling with Bree. Bree is on Monday evenings, and she's going to talk about all things real estate. And so make sure that you are tuning into the platform. And if you're interested in starting your own podcast, please reach out to Kesha. She can get you started. She can do for you. She can do for you. Okay? So with all that plugging in mind, thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight for the last show of 2022. I would like to give a shout out because I'm calling out everybody who showed up for me this year. Again, thank you all so much. I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to say everybody's name. Akila Muhammad, Samia Colangelo, Nikita Ferguson, Kesha LaShawn, Natalia, Crystal Jones, Nikita Holloman Young, Stephanie Powell, Crystal Adams, Teresa Pride, Candice McMillan Dantley, Jennifer Edwards, Nigel Carlock, Tamika Copley, Antonique Brown, Telsa, Christy Black, Francesca Lister, Sean Broussard, Retanya Sellers, I hope I said it right, Haley Cloverford, and the cast of Hopeless Romantic, Amanda Cullison, Kim Morris Burst, Dorissa, Aaliyah Tanner, Jaleesa Jones, Tawanda Coles, Natisha Booker, Kendria Taylor, Kedra Tompkins, Sheree Dirks, Yvette Akins, Lisa Blewett, Soulful Chef, Martika Wells is her name, Whitney Ricketts, Soraya Christine, and Azan Booker. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Words cannot express how grateful I am for all of you for coming on. That's why I gave you your own personal shout out for coming onto this platform, making 2022 a success. I look forward to what 2023 is going to bring for this platform. And again, if you want to hop on the Mamaprenuer Podcast train, y'all better come on before we go. All right. You guys have a blessed Christmas, New Year, all the things. And if you're in the DFW area, please stay warm. Ain't nobody got time to be having the flu. All right, y'all have a good night.
Good night. Thank you guys so much.
Good night.